16 stone, 6 pounds from Sydney, Ron Miller. Referee Wallaby Bob McMasters. Well, have we had colour? Have you got colour? Tennessee, 17 stone, 2 pounds, Supermouth himself, Don Carson. He's happy looking Don Carson either as he takes off his very bright blue robe, throws it onto the bench and will go to the action. Carson comes in, a chop to the throat of Ronnie Miller. Bobby Shane is the gentleman I was talking to you about. Now, I tried to ring Bobby Shane the other day in Atlanta, Georgia, to try and get some information on him, and when I got through to the office, Bobby was there. He wouldn't even come to the phone. They just said, that fella, I got a message from the telephonist that Bobby Shane sends a message that when I get to Australia, I talk to nobody on television. I don't want to be interviewed, and he wouldn't even talk to me on the phone, but I still can't give you any information about Shane. Just I take the time for you people to try and give you something on Bobby Shane. He won't even come to the telephone to talk to me, so it's a mystery to me again. Will not wrestle on television, will not even be interviewed. But Don Carson getting back into the ring as Ronnie Miller goes in and puts a flying mare on him, sends him to canvas, pushed away by Carson. Carson comes to his knees, rolls in and drags Ronnie Miller and tries to bring him down to canvas, holds on his all fours, but Don Carson is the man underneath with a fist of his going right on the Adam's apple of Ronnie Miller. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in this match. It's a one fall, 10-minute time limit match, and they have 1 minute to go. As Carson comes in with a throat, digging into Ronnie Miller. Puts an Irish whip on, and off the ropes comes Miller. Sends over, tucks over beautifully Don Carson too, but oh, Carson just wriggled out of that. Very lucky indeed again as Carson slams ahead of Ron Miller down into canvas. Ronnie Miller to his feet as Carson goes over. Ronnie Miller coming back. Again, Miller has it, drags over Don Carson. 1, 2, oh, Carson just rolled out of the way again. I'll tell you what, 15 seconds to go of this exciting match. 15 seconds as Miller's got the upper hand. Miller comes in, he puts a flying mare in, he gets over the top. Oh, he's pushed away by Don Carson. Come on, Ronnie Miller. And the crowd calling as Carson slams in. We've got 7 seconds to go. Come on, Ronnie Miller. Ronnie Miller, pound for pound as they punch into each other. They're going blow for blow. Carson takes and slams the head of Ronnie Miller down into canvas. Slams the head of Ron Miller down into the canvas, ladies and gentlemen. The match is a draw.
Murray Milano's on the prowl. He's trying to get even for his friend Tony Parisi, who Carson and the Tojo brothers ganged up on them and broke his nose, and he had 8 stitches taken in his eye. He's at ringside down there. Milano gives Carson a headbutt. A shoulder butt now drops him down. He comes down with another one. He knocks Carson, and Milano knocks the referee down. Maury West goes down. But it was an accident, of course. Milano didn't mean to. He goes over to see if Maury West is all right, and Carson comes in and with a knee drop right to the small of the back. He comes down now with a knee drop to the chest, right below the chin. Maury West is laid out, but it was an accident. It was not intentional. Oh, a neck breaker by Carson. Down he goes with a drop right down there. And now Carson's getting up onto the rope. Here comes Tony Parisi. Watch this. Parisi slams him down. He picks up Milano. He covers Carson. He gets out of the ring. Maury West gets up to his feet. 1, 2, 3. And you saw it, folks. Believe me, you saw it. That's exactly what happened. And the winner...
Right on that injured head that we just mentioned, and there he goes once again. Don Carson showing no mercy to Peterson, and Greg comes back with that knee. It counters, but not strong enough, and Don comes in with a left into the Adam's apple of Greg Peterson. Peterson trying to fight back now. He is fighting back with a right. A forearm smash by Peterson. Carson goes down. A takedown by Greg Peterson, and there's the hair. There's the hair, and he's off now, the break. Into the ropes, and there he goes once again in the turnbuckle. And Greg Peterson may be in trouble, but he's fighting his way back. Into the ropes goes goes Greg, and that knee catches Greg as he comes off. Greg working on that knee. Into the ropes goes Don Carson. Automatic break, and down comes Greg Peterson with that knee, and he's given the break by referee. The referee, Larry Brock, gives the break. But Peterson comes back in there with that knee. And now he takes Carson into the turnbuckle. Carson is down. There's the body press. 1, 2, but he rolls out of it. One fall, 10-minute match here. 10-minute time limit now. Headlock by Peterson. Oh, on the top rope, almost over, which would have been an automatic disqualification, but Peterson is hurt. Peterson straddled those ropes there. He was Irish whipped into the ropes, and that was the start of his downfall at this particular time. He's in trouble now, and Carson working on that left arm into a hammerlock and looking for a submission now. He has him locked up. Let's see what the referee says. He's asking for a submission. And can Greg go on now? 1 fall, 10. Hear this. There's the bell, and the submission is there. Greg Peterson submitted. Carson will not turn loose. The referee is warning him to turn loose. Turn loose, Carson. And the winner.
I would like to compliment the Ravens Raiders for winning 2 straight falls here today. I predict that they will win 2 straight falls Friday night at the Farm Center. And I predict tonight in New Brockton that the big man will be laying on his belly, not on his back. I also predict, ladies and gentlemen, that next Friday night in Dothan, Alabama at the Houston County Farm Center, Bobo Brazil is going to go down, and you people keep your mouth shut because it's none of your business. That's what the man's going to do, is go down. And you're going to see next Friday night, I will appear in Dothan, Alabama with the Gulf Coast Championship belt around my waist, and I will show that to Bobo Brazil and see how he likes that, because I'm going to beat Banks, Mr. Banks, in Mobile, Alabama this week for the championship.
Okay.
I didn't say meet him, I said beat him.
So there you have the predictions of Don Carson, ladies.
342.
Yeah. Look at the team, man. Did you see that teamwork?
Yeah, I saw the teamwork, all 3 of you.
Hey, man, they don't have a chance.
Yeah.
All over the world. Dennis Conway, Don Carson, and don't forget the cousin, you understand?
Yeah, I know that cousin. We made mention of him just a moment ago.
Look at here. We're going to go down the line. We're going to get you, Robert Fuller, Billy Dundee. Hey, Jerry Lawler, you better listen to what I'm telling you. Dennis Conway. Hey, get that camera on both of us. On both of us. Come here, partner. Hey, we are the tag team champions. Will remain so from now on, man.
Okay,
show me something.
I want you to stay right here and take a look at a match that and let the public decide on it. Robert Fuller, Bill Dundee went against the Southern Tag Champions Condrey and Carson for a title match, and let's take a look at it.
Embarrass the people right here.
Yeah, okay, fine.
We're going to embarrass them right here.
Well, I don't know that.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Look at here. Look at here, Denny.
All right.
Hey.
Watch this, Lance Russell. Watch right here, baby.
What? Precision, man.
All right.
Precision.
Poetry in action right here.
Look at Robert Fuller.
Look here.
Look at that.
Okay, but that's immaterial right there. That's immaterial, too. What counts is at the end of the match. Who wins the match, Lance Russell?
He butted him.
Watch this.
With that head
Watch this right here.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
That's a good hole. That's a good hole he had on him right there.
It's a good hole.
Hey, Lance,
the
people all over the United States has been demanding to see Don Carson and Dennis Conway. And we are here, man. We're here. We're in action right now. Look at this. Uh-oh, here comes Billy Dundee. Dundee, you better be careful.
That's illegal.
You better be careful,
This
Dundee.
is illegal right here.
Look,
Lance Russell, watch right here. Watch close.
I'm watching.
Watch close. Watch right here, Lance Russell. This is illegal right here.
In the throat.
Dundee covers Condrey. One.
Carson
and Condrey.
I got to move him, man.
What are you doing in there?
Hey, look, he hit Robert Fuller. Always sticking his nose where it don't belong.
I can knock my partner's head off here. That's illegal. Punches are not allowed in
Look here.
wrestling.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Look at
Look
here.
at that, both of them.
Double backdrop, Lance Russell.
Once again.
Watch here. Watch me kick out right here.
Look here. I'm mad now. I am mad right now. Look at that. I took his punch. I took another punch. But he couldn't take mine. He couldn't take mine. He couldn't take my punch. Look, 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
And Carson
All
up
right,
above
baby.
us here, unlacing that glove.
Hey, Lance.
Literally mean that.
Listen, the people are so happy. We are the winners. Now look, people, if you want to see the greatest, look, you are looking at it right now. Look at the belts. Hush, I'm talking. Hey, look at the championship belts, man. Look at the team. Look at precision. Look at all of it, man. Let's go. Let's go, Denny, all the way.
Okay, Don Carson.
Now Mr. Carson has joined us again.
Did you check the time, Gordon?
Well, I'm sure you did, sir.
Yes, I did, and you know it was less than 2 minutes. And the only reason that it went 2 minutes is the Mongolian Stomper, the 8th wonder of the world, wanted to get warmed up just a little bit. You know, it would be great if we had someone, somewhere.
Well, we just had a near accident here.
I think that Mr. Atlas just dropped his little Waterloo. Now, going on to bigger and better things, the Mongolian Stomper, the 8th wonder of the world. He is the greatest wrestler that has ever lived. There's none better. Not even including the world champion. If and when he goes up against the world champion, he will be the world champion. He will have the championship belt along with the national champion. He will have every championship belt. I predict 1 year from now, he will have every championship belt that has ever been.
You're that confident about everything.
This man is the greatest wrestling machine I have ever seen in my whole life. And pretty soon, he'll be in your area. This man, the Mongolian Stomper.
All right, Mr. Carson, first of all, you made a comment a moment ago that I want to tell you something about. You have repeatedly called the Mongolian Stomper the 8th wonder of the world. Andre the Giant from Grenoble, France, is in fact the 8th wonder of the world. Andre the Giant has heard about your comments in calling this man the 8th wonder of the world and has issued a challenge to the Mongolian Stomper to settle this issue as to who is the 8th wonder.
And I immediately accepted that challenge. Listen, Gordon Soley, it will be proven once and once for all that the Mongolian Stomper is the 8th wonder of the world, and he will defeat Andre the Giant. He will. Yes, he will. Very, very easily.
All right, now, on Sunday, February 8th, wrestling returns to the Omni in Atlanta. And are you prepared, sir, to take that kind of a challenge?
I am prepared. The Mongolian Stomper is ready not only for February the 8th. You know, you hear guys say, I got to get in shape for this one. No, he stays in shape. He stays ready. He stays ready to go. And when I told him that he was going up against the 8th wonder of the world, so-called, it made him infuriated. It made him hot. He was very, very angry. I'm telling you, Gordon, the hottest man that I've ever seen in my life was this one right here when I told him what match he had on February the 8th. Now then, Andre, I want to tell you something. You better back out of this one. You better back out of it. I don't care if it's a giant or I don't care if it's this musclehead over here.
Tony, wait a minute. The Stomper has just attacked.
Said that.
Tony Atlas has that 400 pounds on his... and it is the Stomper after Tony Atlas driving him over. Atlas is... Somebody has to do something here. Charlie Cook trying to break this up now as Don Carson and the Stomper both after Tony Atlas. He's taken about 400 and some odd pounds. Atlas is down and hurt. How badly hurt, I don't know. Hey. Well, we've got to get order restored here. We'll be back. Tony Atlas, we'll be back in just a couple of moments. We'll be back, please.